We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Just roll
Doing
dice.
it live. Go, go, go.
Hi, Internet.
Hello.
Could not add obligation.
Welcome to the Lost Hope. Or wait, we're not the Lost Hope, where everyone strikes back.
Bitch.
Just roll the dice.
Roll dem bones.
Dem bones.
Off to a
Forced
flying start.
Yay! What have we got then?
Nothing but chaos.
5 light side dice. Yeah, 5 and 5.
Blood
Wow.
for the blood god.
Yep, seems
We
to
have
be.
brought balance to the force.
Wait a minute. We can't have balance because there are 7 of us.
Yeah,
some roll two,
but some
some roll
things... Yeah, some...
Some roll 2, some roll 1.
It's,
Yeah, there were 3 2s and 4 1s.
Yeah, no, there are 7 dice rolled, and we got
Okay,
10.
I guess I missed someone then, because I swear I only counted 6.
Yeah,
Right,
we had 3
five
people
black.
rolled 3
1,
people
2,
rolled
3, 4.
2s.
5.
Duty misses.
Or does it?
Or does it? Or can you force people to be dutiful? Hey, that's even a word.
Possibly.
Right. I have Calculon's heads cut out and ready to bolt onto whatever body we need.
One moment, I need to look up and see if it's a charm check or not.
Like I can find a body.
Not at the moment, no.
Hey.
Do we
Could
get a
we have-
heal after last session?
You'd think that after having done this so many times I would remember, but no.
So, being current logging enough, could I take over the Death Star if I were to plug in?
No. You are not, in fact, HK8, or not HK, IG88.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that there would just be so much that it would probably overload your brain.
But if I could get like 5 triumphs, sure, right?
It's Death Star 2, so take 6.
Do you
Yeah.
have any idea what it would take? Like, do
Alright.
you know what the chances are of
What
that
sort of
happening?
what sort of dice are against me in addition to what I have right now, Gray?
I'm away.
Average difficulty, should we call it?
3 of them.
Yeah, it's average difficulty given that I have a couple of ranks in positive spin.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Alright.
2 charming.
Alright. So 1.
Try the...
Who are you gonna trigger?
I have to say, every time we play this game, just trigger warning. Who's gonna trigger what obligation?
God. Give me a second. Dice roller. Who's first? Calculon! Whatever his duty is.
What is... my duty was
Recruiting.
recruitment, but I haven't done any of that in a long ass time.
Evidently, blowing up half of our ship has managed to convince some people to join us.
Well, we also
hey.
went and messed up if you just like, you know, if
Despite-
Angry had a GoPro camera on his thing, was like, we caught up to this guy, shot these dudes, and was like, screw you, Inquisitors. Hey, look at this, the rebellion is awesome.
Go ahead and roll for the
Yes.
obligation.
You lucky buggers. Just to let people know, obligation is currently at 63. Actually, yeah, that's right. That needs to go up to J11 on my spreadsheet. Yes, 63 obligation. So these people are obliged to everybody.
Only some of them are huts.
Yeah,
Me, I'm not obliged.
there you are. You got a bounty on your head.
Yeah, well, that's technically an obligation.
Yeah,
They have to take me
that's-
down first.
That's
No.
also not a
They
hut bounty, that's an imperial bounty.
and also they're going to need to, you know, be fireproof. That's
And
going to be
cold.
that's a very important, you know, distinction.
Everyone.
Didn't the bounty hunter come after me at one point?
You set him on fire, yeah.
Yes, I remember now.
You
That
still
went
got
well.
behind him and set him on fire.
The poor man.
You're a great pyro. TF2 perfect.
Anyway, so story. You've just grabbed Calculon's head, wrecked your ship, covered it in ion beams, and probably jumping out at high speed. Because, there was an Imperial Star Destroyer and TIE fighters coming at you. So, job well done. The Death Star plans should be pretty well... the Certus plans should be pretty well scrambled by this point.
We did not need a fast firing Death Star that somehow regenerated itself off the souls of the damned.
Not just the damned, everyone.
Yeah.
Hold on, what was this super weapon you got your hands on?
The Certus. It was a ancient Sith weapon that basically cracks
The thing
claws.
of these places right
Don't
here is that
worry.
everywhere,
It works off of the misery and suffering of people and their deaths. You know,
So
their souls
think-
feed it.
So think of Black Mage from 8-Bit Theater. Say yes.
Yes.
Except instead of love, it's powered by souls.
Or it's powered by the ripple in the force made when a lot of people die.
Or in other
Well-
words, souls.
Yeah, look, I'm
Yeah.
not sure how you guys did it, but you did something worse than I could have done on my own.
To be fair,
no,
we
we
didn't
found
know
something.
about this until
Well-
we used it.
Well, we got it, we used it, we dumped it, and we supposedly dumped it by accident with big exclamation with quotation mark in a gas giant after destroying the Death Star by accident.
Well, you guys were
quotation mark.
totally trying to salvage that thing. You just had the thrust, like you got a despair, and the thrusters failed as it was
Hey.
falling into it.
Shh, it was perfectly on purpose. She.
You saved the damn plans for the thing in your head.
Well, just in case you don't want to lose knowledge.
Yes, you
That is the
did.
kind of knowledge that
But-
you do not want to keep.
But it's great for the scientific advancement of the universe. What if we could actually power things with more things from the Force? What if the Force is just a limitless power source that we could harness for the greaterment of all creature kind?
It's called the
Power
Jedi.
source that relies on souls.
Well,
He's
yes,
a droid.
but
He actually doesn't
think-
care.
think
Yeah.
how many people died naturally throughout the universe, right?
It
Not
that
enough to
doesn't
power the
really cause a
universe.
ripple in the Force, though.
But
Actually, every death does cause a ripple in the force.
Yes, but if you can
But
get-
not a mass ripple.
if
Not a
you can,
ripple that
if
people
you
can
can
feel.
fine
More like a
tune
tsunami.
fine tune the sensitivity of the device and be able to get enough power through the smaller things, you could make infinite power source just through the natural background death.
This is not how the
I-
force works at all.
I vote we weld Calculon's head into a tiny metal box. And then just leave him somewhere.
That is a great idea. I
No,
second that
because
opinion.
that-
idea.
That leaves the possibility that someone will find it.
Also,
yeah.
it would also be a great segment on my show. When I do a talk show on this whole thing.
What's in the box?
No, the Certus plan. When I do my tell-all novel when this will be adapted into a movie for which I shall act in.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay,
thought
so
you
do you
wanted to
figure
match
the man
that.
can reach the cargo container with his lightsaber from the cockpit without
Not v-
depressurizing everything?
No, not quite. You'll have to wait to hit the planet. Then you can kill it.
Yeah.
You have to take me out of. You have to take me out
Now,
first. Or you can
I
start
do fully
pressuring me.
support. I do fully support killing him. We only need one awesome droid, or two.
Please.
Two.
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 But
Two awesome droids.
we only have 2 awesome droids. What are you talking
That's
about?
true. You're
Yeah.
right.
The other ones, I'm literally just the plug-in USB drive you want to hack things or fix things. I am the astromech droid.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys get around to killing me or dropping me in a furnace, cool.
You probably wouldn't die.
You just come back
Well,
full
droids
powerful
aren't
you
built
can
that
imagine.
sturdily.
Dun.
Well, industrial mechs might be, but
I was thinking more like Starscream from Transformers.
God.
Don't worry. I mean, everything's gonna be a-okay. It's like we were able to stop this from happening, and we're able to deny the access to the enemy.
That,
I mean, what about all those Sith guys? Those also Sith apprentices that he off with as well.
he
Or are they
didn't
gonna
go
win
off
with
with any.
us?
They didn't go off with any Sith apprentices. It just went with them.
Yeah,
Them.
yeah. The apprentices are still locked up somewhere completely separate. They're not stupid enough to keep
Cool.
the apprentice and the Inquisitors on the same planet.
However, they are stupid enough to keep the Inquisitor alive.
You didn't kill him.
We didn't kill him, and we didn't give them orders to kill him, and
Yeah,
they
that
probably
was
went on the
completely
assumption.
you. You should not leave my big baddies alive.
Oh, we didn't kill him.
Oh yeah, because your big baddies have
we were
proven
tr-
so threatening in
We
the
tried
past.
to instead of leaving him alive, we tried to break them and make them our toys, which is much more fitting into them.
I'm pretty sure I tried to kill him.
Okay,
We all tried to kill him, just none of us managed it.
we didn't have Calabev, Rip, Tier, Avril Lavigne music
And-
plays in the background.
And, by the time we had the chance to kill him, the Death Star was kind of ramming itself down our throats, so we had to kill that. And
That
then,
seems bad.
then we sort of ended the campaign for a while.
Yeah. So, things happen. You can't blame me for everything. What?
Yes, we can.
We
Totally
can't.
can.
Not only can we will.
It might not be appropriate to blame you for everything, but we can most certainly blame you
It
for
may not
everything.
be appropriate to blame you for everything, but it is certainly appropriate to blame you for most things.
Okay, this is a great conversation to have in hyperspace. Okay, granted, I have done some things, but what have I done, besides this right here? Like,
What have
literally.
you done to us lately?
Can't we
Well,
just
this
drop
is
them out-
lately. I mean, this is before. I'm talking about before.
Going on this entire trip to try to save the plans that he had.
Well, to be
on
fair, we'd
No,
be
I-
doing this
I
anyway
gave-
because those plans weren't the only thing on
Yeah.
those drives.
But I was also the plans were also something I gave to the rebellion just in case for El Escaladia when it comes up.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Okay,
You
first order of business when we get back, making sure they're not actually trying to build one of those things again.
Well, remember we're going
Yeah.
to deal with the place
the next thing that we were planning on doing was going to the
Ag World. The
the
world.
pharmaceutical plant, and trying to either to save our supplier's ass
Just trying to
Oh,
make
yeah,
sure
that.
and
You're
move all
gonna
of his shit off world if
Remember,
possible.
you're probably going to need me to, stop things like that happening because
What-
data
what ship are we-
manipulation.
What ship are we flying in?
Currently,
Yeah,
a bunch
we're-
of X and Y wings and an A wing.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I think you're
suppose
probably
I'm
already
just-
there.
I
Or
was
better
left
yet,
behind there.
Acme UPS services have showed up with you in
Yeah.
a case.
You've reactivated. You've
No.
reactivated on
So-
planet.
No, but the best thing is to allay suspicion of your location. You just mailed yourself to a bunch of different forwarding addresses, so that they would never be able to catch you while you were in escrow. And then you just showed up like after eluding your the bounty on your head.
This
For
is
now,
good.
anyway.
I'm going with that.
Yeah, no, it's a great and ridiculously silly plan, and oh my god.
Because remember, tampering with the Imperial mail is, punishable by being kicked out of a giant pit. What do you mean? Because that's why they have all these giant pits all over the place in the Imperium.
The Imperials
All
are
those
just
bloody
dicks.
male
So.
tampers.
Yeah.
So, are you going to pick up a bigger ship, or are you just going to turn up to this place in, your...
Well, we've probably got to report back and tell them
Yeah.
we did this, so...
Yeah, so let's go by. Let's just jump back, grab that, and jump out again.
Taking the necessary jump precautions, of course.
Oh, it's Jacob here. It's quite hard to, just randomly drop into.
Still.
Still.
Yeah.
So, on your travels, you are randomly dropped into.
Yes. Oh, look, the Imperial fleet is here.
Oh,
What, already?
well, shit.
No, it's not. I'm not that evil.
No, that's
Notice
just the
he
Imperial
didn't
Star
say
Destroyer
an
that we
Imperial
captured.
fleet. He didn't say an Imperial fleet. He said the Imperial fleet.
Yes. All
Yeah,
several
to be
thousand
fair,
Star Destroyers.
that would probably be HK's reaction. Well, shit.
Small brick drops out of Calculon's head. So,
All right.
yeah.
Should the rest of us make astrogation checks or?
No, don't worry.
We can slave.
You can slave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I make a check to see if I filled out the mail form properly?
No. They'll be
No,
reassembling
no.
you on Jagamir.
Oh my god.
No, wait, so basically you mailed each part to a different place to be forwarded onto another address, to be forwarded back to this address?
Of course,
droids.
no one's told us that your parts arrived, so we're all going to be
Yeah.
a bit freaked out.
No,
Yes.
there's the mailman's gonna pop up looking for a signature.
Yeah, just with this mysterious crate.
Sign here.
We've been burned on mysterious crates before, so
Well, this time you will literally be burned on the mysterious crate.
No, do not burn people on your crate. That is bad.
Alright. So
You
who's
get
gonna
some
sign
oil
for
for
the
this
who's
chair,
gonna
it's
sign for the
annoying me.
UPS guy?
I'll sign for UPS. Space PS?
Space PS.
United
No, it's- no,
Space
no.
Post.
No,
United
it's
Space
Universal Space Post now. Because it goes across the universe.
no, it goes across the galaxy.
Well, they sell themselves big.
Some creative license taken with the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, we call, like, people who win bodybuilding competitions Mr. Universe, but they always come from Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they come
I think
from
that's
the...
just racism, personally.
Here's a question. What does an upgrade Mr. Universe look like?
Oh, what?
It
Moving
looks
on.
like Knut.
Okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
So, you'll run up to your base, boss. Blah, 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 blah.
To our nice boss, who looks like the most
Yeah.
man who was fed alcohol from the bottle and needed it.
He's a happy man. He thought his hair was growing
He's
back
a
for a
rich-
time, but no, it's not. He's
Sadly not.
currently kind of like organising the loading of transports. You know, because yet another base is going to have to be abandoned. It's going well for the
Yet another base.
Haven't
You know-
we already abandoned this base before?
No, this is when you ran from Arda to get to this one.
Yeah, no,
We're
this
abandoning
is,
another base to this base. So this base needs to be abandoned because,
this base has also been discovered.
because someone
Well, we
didn't
have a little
fact
bit of
check.
time.
Someone didn't fact check all the Gungan slaves they're pulling out. Seriously, who let that through?
Or if they did, they were mind wiped because that is a thing force powers can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was
It could
pretty
also-
easy to infiltrate him, to be fair.
It could also be that a postman dropped off a message and then was immediately interrogated.
You do not screw with Universal Post.
Anyway, so
how is
he's
our-
kind of like loading up. It's like, did you catch the plans? Did you get hold of them?
Yes. Or wait, I'm on. Where am I at? Am I on a stick?
We destroyed the plans.
Excellent. It was a mistake keeping them. We know that now.
Yes.
We're currently relocating to another base.
And see, and we also we also say that unfortunately we were not able to destroy the escapees, the
Ship entire.
Sith?
We were.
Yeah. We were not able to destroy the ship entirely before the Star Destroyer was upon us.
Okay.
It's fine, as long as the plans are gone, that's the main thing. The Sith will be back, but the Sith always seem to be back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Back again.
Yeah.
Cynthi's back. Tell your friends.
No,
Guess
please
who
don't.
just got back today?
Anyway, so what's your next plan? Dealing with the
Say that like we have had plans in the
Well,
past.
the next plan is to go immediately back to the memory. Is a memory test to remember the world.
Real quick question:
What's-
Does he
is
have
it-
any? Does he have any new information on what's going on with the various fronts?
not really. They've been
Okay.
set up, getting in.
Great.
The Moffinites are kind of like gone quiet. That probably just means they're planning something.
What is the name
Well, they're all
of
dead.
the world that has all the pharmaceuticals on it?
Sokka.
Succa?
Yeah.
Type it out, please.
So what?
Because I'll never remember how to say it unless it's there. Shoka.
Choka.
Say Shoka. Okay. We're gonna go there next. We have a contact who was in community. We have a contact there who would be very useful to the rebellion, though not dead.
A contact, yes. Not a drug dealer.
Well,
he-
this guy does know about the drug dealing, so.
Oh,
no,
does
this
he?
guy
Okay.
does know about the drug dealing, but he's actually a legit contact for us as well. Like
Yeah.
he's not in it just for the drugs anymore. I don't think.
I was talking about our commander. He knows about it.
Oh yeah, well, that too. He knows about the drugs. He was so this guy was involved with our other business, but also can be convinced to aid the rebellion more directly, but not
He's
if he's
the
dead.
reason we still have medical supplies.
Yes. And he's
Oh, he's
rather
a additional source.
well, yeah, he's quite a major source at this point.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's probably our primary at this point.
So keeping him alive will be quite important. We've taken several hits. We're having to abandon lots of equipment. So we're going to need a lot more supplies. So we need to be able to keep him in place if possible.
Yeah, that'll be.
We know it's hard. That's why I said
So
if
we
possible.
basically need to go, and we need to make it look like that there was another person supplying the rebellion, not him.
Right, because the
I've-
last time we tried to pull this, it went so well.
Yeah, well, we
Well,
didn't get
you can't
didn't
do
get
any
the
worse.
significant enough.
Right. You know what doesn't help? Sarcasm.
Let's see. That is a option. That's
let's-
actually probably the only good option to do in order to assuage.
Wait, it was assuade the Imperial because they're looking for a witch and they need to burn a witch when they get there.
Yeah,
so we need
because
to
otherwise they're going to
provide-
burn everything.
Don't know which. Somebody needs help.
Oh yeah.
the-
Hey, Cursor. Fire.
Fire.
Is that you?
Mm-hmm.
The flip side to that is because the only other way I can see getting him and his stuff out
Well, it's not
intact is to
just-
literally evacuate his entire factory and move
Well, it's
it
not
off the
just-
world.
And we
That
don't have
it
the equipment for that.
Well,
and
it's
it's
more we don't
even-
have the time.
And also, we need the material. We need itself. Yeah.
Is the planet itself useful for the pharmaceuticals, or is this more just a manufacturing?
Can we
Sorry,
kill the planet?
It needs
Yeah.
It needs the.
There-
We need
there
the
are some-
plants, the raw materials.
There are some it's not irreplaceable, but it'd be useful.
All right, so we need to. So really, the only plan I can think of at the moment would be to try and deflect any wrongdoing from him to somebody else, because this is the matter. This is the sort of thing where they know somebody here is feeding the rebellion. They need to have something, or they're going to burn everybody.
Look,
The
this
thing
is
we have to frame an
probably
innocent person.
well, yeah, but that's what Tamara team does.
Or
But-
is it actually?
let's-
Could we make a What would be knowledge? What would be knowledge imperial practices?
Let's go take a
Would
look.
that be core
Okay.
world, education, lore,
Probably Worf.
or warfare?
Possibly warfare, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, okay, what would be the imperial response? Because we should know what that is.
Or you could try lore as well for or knowledge core or lore for the general
Yeah, law or
procedure
warfare.
for this.
Yeah.
Imperial
Lore-
response.
Anybody have those skills?
I have warfare on one pip, but
I'm
not
gonna
too
go
good.
I have only have my
I have
basic
5
intelligence.
intelligence, so
To the space Google.
So Atten could team up with Fire to figure it out. What would the dice opposed to be for that?
I'm going to make it average, but upgrade it 1.
All right, that looks pretty decent.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you know the answer, but you're going to have a major flaw in your planning, I think.
They're probably going to take like a few weeks to organize. Like they'll want to be very thorough about it. So I think we've got some time.
Yeah, but really you don't, because they'll move really quickly.
Yeah. Despair can be used to send the character with misinformation, outright falsehoods.
So basically, you don't have to worry about it at all. They're not going to send in a secret. You know what they're going to do? They're going to do it like Undercover Boss. You know what I mean? They're going to send a man in as a new employee, watch the practices, and make sure that everything's on the up and up.
Yeah, so I advise we not rush in there like half-cocked. Maybe take some time to like organize things and do some paperwork. And we rush in half-cocked often enough. We shouldn't do that this time.
Advantage can be spent to learn minor but possibly useful information. So, anything else we can spend those advantages on?
It would probably their response will probably be to send an ISB agent to the planet with backup. Somebody who's trained in hunting down rebels.
Well, does this guy actually know he's aiding the rebellion?
Well, he's aiding in legitimate business practices.
He's going to be pretty sure he's aiding the rebellion.
Alright, so can go and because remember we went and got falsified Imperial seals too, remember when we were getting this from the first place. And got ourselves in the Imperial database to be a legalized looking business practice. Remember that? This one Rana couldn't failed a stealth check. Or almost failed a stealth check.
Probably failed a stealth check.
Look, it's easier to mention the times I didn't fail.
I'm in another room slashing people.
It's easier to remember the times you didn't fail.
Yeah, don't worry. Okay, so let's get over there and get an idea and do some sniffing on the ground. By ground I mean spaceport, and by sniffing I mean informational checking.
God damn it. Alright.
So we need a translation into the warp, right? Wait. It's hyperspace.
Hyperspace.
Which is a lot less dangerous than the warp.
Yeah.
It's still not safe, but it's a lot less dangerous, yeah.
Really, if you are doing it without being pressured, it's really hard to fail unless you have no idea what you're doing. Or you're only against one die.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, you could point yourself at a planet.
Well, that's what...
Or a star.
That's what the computer is there for. It auto-corrects.
Yeah.
There's a group.
Because you don't want to know what happened when you pass through a star.
Bad.
I make sure great things happen. The best things happen. Alright, so...
No problem. I plotted a very safe route for us.
Yeah, that is a very safe route.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a little longer than you would have liked, but you're not in a hurry, it's fine.
Yeah,
We have all the time in the world. No stress.
It's not like we'll arrive there just in time to see the end of a show trial.
No, but we can say objection from the stands and, stand and step forward and
That's
neatly
not
make
how
up.
Imperial
Then probably be
courts
shot.
work.
Also, they're called show trials because there is nobody who's gonna object to it.
Mm-hmm.
There.
We could run up and Phoenix Wright the shit out of it. Shit.
No,
Oh, hey.
we could not.
3 Star Destroyers. This seems promising.
Yes, this is what's in orbit around the planet. In, of course,
Okay.
classic almost wedge formation.
We're not flying X-wings, right?
No.
Very
No,
at
obvious
this
way.
point- We're flying the carrier and the Sith ship at this point.
Okay,
Maybe just
nothing
the carrier.
registered full period and rebellious. Okay, just making sure. Because coming straight here from that last fight would have been silly.
Yeah.
People say that. I like silly. Silly gets you all in trouble. Anyway, yep, there's 3 Imperial class Star Destroyers in orbit around the planet. Fighter patrols everywhere. They're kind of doing random scans on every ship. Luckily, at this point, you don't have anything to worry about, so it's not that much of a worry. It'd be worse if you had, drugs or anything like that on board, but you're fine. You will be able to dock without too much trouble, but when you get down there, there are stormtroopers everywhere. The whole planet is now swarming. They're trying to do proper customs checks. And it's gone very quiet, so I'm going to assume you guys can still hear me, but I can't hear you. So 1 second.